Hello and welcome to FAQBay.com. Today we'll discuss the secret Photoshop keyboard shortcuts that will make your work faster and more efficient. Please note that this tutorial does not discuss the obvious shortcuts like create a new file or open a file. Instead, we are focusing on the secret shortcuts you probably don't know yet. Okay, let's kick things off with the first shortcut. The first shortcut I'd like to discuss is the Add New Layer shortcut. Forget about clicking the Add New Layer button in the Layers navigation window. Simply press Shift, Ctrl and the N key to create your new layer. Now with the new layer created, press the T key for the Type tool and type some text on the new layer. Now to duplicate the selected layer, press Ctrl with the J key. A copy of your current layer will be created. To delete the selected layer, simply press the Delete key. Okay, let's recreate a new layer by pressing Ctrl Shift N. Now press the X key to toggle colors from the background to the foreground and from the foreground to the background. As you can see, Photoshop toggles foreground and background colors as I press the X key. Now to quickly reset your background and foreground colors to defaults, simply press the D key. Your foreground color will switch to black and your background color will switch to white. Now let's select our new layer and switch the foreground color to red. And here's probably the most often used Photoshop shortcut ever. To quickly fill selected layer with the foreground color, press Alt and Backspace. You can do this trick on multiple layers, groups and even selections. It's very handy and I use it very often. Now we can quickly create a new group of layers by selecting the layers and pressing Ctrl with the G key. This will automatically create a new group and put the selected layers into this group. Now let's turn on the rulers by pressing Ctrl with the R key. Rulers allow you to work with your projects more precisely. With the ruler switch on, you can add guides to your project by dragging them from the upper left corner. Hide your guides anytime by pressing Ctrl with the H key and hide your rulers by pressing Ctrl with the R key again. Now you can free up some space in your application window by pressing the Shift key along with the Tab key. Some of the windows will disappear, leaving more room for your project window. To switch off all windows but your project window, press the Tab key. To unhide your windows, press the Tab key again. Okay, now let's hide the group, create a new layer by pressing Shift Ctrl N and let's paste some content into the new layer. Now duplicate the layer holding that picture by pressing Ctrl J and let's remove color information from the layer by pressing Shift Ctrl U. This will delete color information from the layer and convert colors into the grayscale. Let's play a bit with the opacity of the upper layer and then merge both layers by pressing Ctrl E. Pressing Ctrl E will merge the selected layer with the layer laying directly below it. Okay, now we're gonna use the lasso tool to quickly select an area. When you're done with your selection, you can invert it by pressing Shift Ctrl I. Let's copy the contents of the selection so that you can see that the inverted selection really worked. Okay, now another shortcut that is really useful. I use it all the time. Select the tool you're gonna use, for example T for Type tool, or U for Line tool or Custom Shape tool. Now press and hold down the Shift key and keep pressing your tool shortcut key, for example Shift and U. This will switch the tool options for you, so that you don't have to toggle them using your mouse. And here's the last keyboard shortcut I'd like to discuss today. Select the layer I'd like to change to blending mode for and press the Shift key along with the plus key. You'll see the blending mode changing for the layer. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. For more Photoshop tutorials, please visit FAQBay.com.